All right. Is it a turtle shell? Or is it something else? Let's find out.
What is that?
What is that? Welcome to the Gathering Point Show, ladies and gentlemen, where the
up?
next tool, show us, Jake, the
There
squasher.
you go.
Check this out. It had ribs on it. Now stay there, Chris. Check it out. It's like waffle pattern now. What? Wait. I was zoomed up. All right.
That's a
so
good
now
flopper.
it's a flapper tail. What am I looking for?
It's a flopper tail, yeah.
A beaver tail.
Beaver tail.
All right, let's introduce. First, you start with me.
What's up, everybody?
Welcome to the Gathering Point Show. My name is Michelle, and tonight we have a special show for you with the Sea Turtle Conservancy. We're going to talk all about that on the show and show you all the hot stuff going on. But I'm going to take over the camera and back to the action with Chris Nordine making a giant
Turtle
leaf.
shell.
Oh, right into the members piece?
Look at that.
No.
Jeez.
What's the matter with it?
It's beautiful.
Chris or Jake's making the members piece. That's what's the matter
Jake,
with
What?
it.
This is mine?
It's thin.
For the members, it is thin.
Okay, we've got the players. We've got Oliver. He's the assistant glassblower here tonight.
Howdy, everybody.
We got Chris Nordine in the house.
The master glass blower here tonight.
Jacob Nordine is going to do his pattern in Van Gogh as planned. He's going to be making a members piece.
All right, so should we
Get
anneal
told,
this thing
Jake.
Yeah,
We got-
save
so
it.
we could check it out?
That looks like a
We
really
got
nice
Beth on tech.
charcuterie board.
And just in case you want our goblet password, there it is. And we got Sarah in the house. She's going to be wrapping up orders as we get them. So, here we go, folks.
This is it. It's a beautiful turtle combination collaboration show with the Sea Turtle Conservancy down in Florida in the United States of America. If you guys are watching tonight, welcome to the show. This is the Gathering Point.
Oh.
I got a blowpipe right here, and I'm going to be dunking into our clear furnace where we've got 2100 degree molten magma. It's really just sand, silica sand, melted down, and there's a giant pot of it. We've got about, right now, 186 pounds, I would estimate, in here. I'm gonna start with just this tiny little bit of glass.
So
This
that's
is
probably like a quarter cup.
I'd say it's about a golf ball and a half.
So for those of you who are chefs, quarter cup. For those of you who like golf, you heard it from the man's mouth.
And I'm going into this large grain white as the first coat here, and a lot of our members who watch weekly might know what metal or mineral turns the glass from what was crystal clear out of the furnace into a white glass if we were to chuck some of it into the furnace.
That's
And let me back this
white
up.
food coloring.
Not white food coloring.
We've been doing these shows for almost 5 years now, so there's going to be some old gangsters on the show who are going to have answers to some of the questions. We've also got Bess doing text, and Lexie is on there. Now, Lexie is with the Sea Turtle Conservancy, and she's going to be helping us with any turtle questions we have.
You guys can already see her in the chat. She is using the official Sea Turtle Conservancy page. She's already commented a couple times, so make sure you guys give them a warm welcome, as well as anybody that might have come along to watch.
Yeah, and throughout this show, if you guys got questions about turtles, which I know we do, we designed this turtle product in the springtime. We started working, Oliver and I, in January on designing this specific creature that we make here at our studio in Michigan in January. And then eventually we got around to our spring show where we released the turtle. We had pre-sales for it. We had a huge show themed all around the turtle, and we pretty much winged it. We're not crazy turtle people. We don't know everything about turtles.
Do you think being a turtle person makes you crazy?
No, that was just one type of turtle person.
Oh, got it. Okay, yeah. Got it. Yep.
And I
Hey,
love
you're
when
good,
you
man.
say-
Keep on talking. Keep on rolling.
Release the turtle. It's like I feel like all turtles are like running across the floor.
Well, we do have a very large fantasy within the Glass Academy here
Of
to
having
have
a turtle running across the
a
floor.
large tortoise. I was talking with a customer this weekend. Mom, could you give him a pan of the whole studio and just show him how big the studio is? Imagine if we had a giant tortoise going through here. And I was talking with one of the customers about having it have a little plate on its back, and it could deliver drinks, and it would be bumping up against the customers and, you know, nibbling on
So
Glass
kind of like
Academy
one of the
snacks.
AI robots. You want to just do turtle labor?
No.
No.
He'd be our trusty pet.
So
We would be really kind to
wait,
that turtle.
first question for Lexie is what makes a good environment for a turtle to live in?
Yes.
If
Great
there was a
question.
type of turtle she would recommend to a Michigan-based glass studio,
And if you know of an adoption site that does
let
have
us
turtles.
know. And how trainable are turtles? Are they like reptilian golden retrievers?
Bess, will you monitor those answers for us?
I will. That was a lot of questions already you've thrown at her, so we'll see what she says.
So
Well,
We're-
everyone
we're
say
bumped
hi to
down.
Lexie, and Lexie, I just hope to hear from you.
So we'll keep going with the glass blowing as the turtle conversation happens. This is going to be a Van Gogh spiral themed super turtle shell.
And I have to say, go with us here, folks. Sometimes they're fantasy colors. This is blues in color. Am I remembering correctly?
Yeah, like a Hawaiian blue.
Yeah.
It's gonna look
So
tropical.
this particular sea turtle may be swimming up onto the Hawaiian black sand beaches.
Yes.
Ooh.
Pina coladas everywhere.
I'm glad my
Turtles-
headpiece fits so
Turtles
well.
famously love pina coladas. Hey everybody, we're doing a lot of turtle stuff today, and we're trying really hard. We had a whole briefing about it before the show that we're gonna try and call turtles turtles, but around the shop we've just been calling them turts. So if you hear us say the word turt, we do mean turtle,
Yeah. Just keeping it short and sweet.
but we're gonna try really hard to use the turtle's full government name.
Yeah. So here we have those colors swirled up, and I just shaped it up onto the table there. There she goes.
I have to keep the camera
got
cool,
like a
so I'll
magnetic-
zoom. I will zoom. Jake's coming at me, and then the camera melts and the show dies. So there it is. I'm going to go to the table real quick to get them and share an idea of what's coming. So that's our event space right there, and here is the turtles we'll have on special for tonight. They are all, we call them one and dones. So if you see a turtle you like, this guy's number 9. We will go over the table closer, but see how there's fun, like fantasy colors. But these are called one and done turtles. So you can see their shell isn't completely flat like our little starter piece, but we are going to go over how they are shaped and formed and share a little more information about why we do this.
Lexie already had her first question given to her in the chat from Annette, and that was, how many eggs does a single turtle lay at one time?
200.
So it depends on the species.
Dunking it in clear.
Leatherback sea turtles lay around 50 to 70, while hawksbill sea turtles can lay up to 200.
Wait, what? How
a lot
many?
of babies.
Depends on the species.
Yeah, but the second one.
Hawksbill up to 200, so you were right
So
there,
I was
Michelle.
right.
The other one was between 15 and 70?
50 to 70.
50 and 70.
Yes.
Okay.
They're not messing around. I wonder what is the survival rate is the next question.
We've got some great answers to your questions, Jake. Actually, just one. Lexie says, friendly reminder, sea turtles are my specialty, so I may not be able to advise on pet turtles.
Ah, yes.
Well, hold up. What about a pet sea turtle?
No. We
Would
don't
it
live
be
near the
a
ocean.
sea turtle if it wasn't
There's
in the
no
ocean?
sea.
We could build if we just built a bar, we could build a water feature, everybody, okay?
Saltwater feature.
Yeah.
So Hannah had a question. She said, do we have wild turtles in the Atlantic Ocean, or is it just too cold?
Oh.
And Lexie said, leatherback sea turtles can handle temperatures as low as 40 degrees.
40 degrees isn't very low, huh?
I mean, it's
Is
close to
the-
freezing.
Is the leatherback sea turtle like the same turtle that's kind of represented in Finding Nemo? Is that what I'm thinking of?
Let's find out.
Yeah, that's a great question, Oliver. All right, just a little puff of air. Oliver and I are going to start working together here. We did a lot of color prep there. That's perfect. And then we encased it in clear, and we don't have any turtles available on the table or anywhere that are encased like this. that extra layer of glass and having the color on the inside. So this is going to be kind of a specialty item here, and this piece is for sale to our subscribed members. We have a monthly subscription, 2 different tiers of people that support what we do and get bonus perks and get bonus content, and I'm sure Bess will be posting the links to that if you guys do fall in love with the show and you want to join us in that journey. But we always do the first piece of the show to our members, and then after that, we've got some special other treats in store for the night. So Leslie, yeah.
Well, I was going to say, was that kind of like a punch to the turtle's
Chris
stomach?
needs to move his
Yeah.
mic closer to his mouth.
Totally.
Chris's mic needs to be closer to his mouth.
So,
Lexie is her name.
Lexie.
Lexie.
I haven't seen it in writing, so it's not correlating
I
in
know.
my head.
I get it.
But I was wondering what the most prominent color of sea turtle shell is.
And how do you distinguish one from another?
All
Are
right,
the
Albert.
patterns different?
Let's do it.
So Lexie says
Pull the
Crush
tail out.
from Finding Nemo is a green
Yeah.
sea turtle.
Okay.
What is it?
Green sea turtle is Crush from Finding Nemo.
Ah,
Oh, that
Okay,
was
so
his
not the
name,
leatherbacks.
Crushed?
Yes, that was his name, Crush. The big one, and then his kid was Squirt.
Haha, so funny.
I'm bringing you the rock first.
no, legs first. Flippers, back flippers.
Black. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I know what's going on. Yeah.
I think we should do it in blue chrome too.
Heard.
Today we
Go
have
back over
a
here.
art fair we're attending tomorrow. We're bringing our mobile unit. Tomorrow's setup day, so in the back, if time allows, we'll pop out there and you'll see the trailer. We've got a mobile unit. We're in Dearborn, Michigan. We're heading to Ann Arbor, Michigan. It's one of the country's largest art fairs, one of the top 10 in the nation. And if you are local, come see us blow glass.
Excuse me.
If you are coming in town for the art fair, you know where to find us. Check out that pattern. What? That's pretty special.
I like the glassiness of that tail being clear because of the fact that it's been encased in clear.
After this piece, Chris Nordine is going to do a special turtle that's getting shipped to Florida. The Sea Turtle Conservancy has purchased a turtle from us that they're going to have on display, and we also have a special movie that shows you how we came up with the color pattern, how we designed the turtles, and a step-by-step process to them being made. Very similar to what you see here. But by now we've perfected the technique.
Yeah, so it's like we've done probably a couple hundred turtles this year, and every turtle's made differently, but we started with doing it out of all transparent recycle, and we slowly designed the shape and the body and the size, and thinking about pricing, thinking about shipping, thinking about color. And through doing a bunch of them and having a show dedicated to it, we eventually did come up with a website page, and we picked out, I think we've got 5 or 6 different color patterns for the web page. And I do believe tonight, if you purchase through the website, whether that's something on the featured product table or something that's like the classic turtle page or a piece that's made here on the show, do we have a donation portion going back?
We do. Do you want to talk about that or you want us to?
You guys could take that one away.
Okay, so these turtles, first I'm going to back up a little bit further. Sometimes people are a little intimidated about getting glass shipped to them. I want you to know that they are double boxed, they are secure, and they, do not break. You could throw that box against the wall. I wouldn't suggest it, but we've got lots of success in shipping these products. So we ship them all over right now, US and Canada. And then from there, we're going to give back 3% of everything sold tonight to the Sea Turtle Conservancy. Now, we already did this show once, and we donated $400 from the sales of the turtle. Zuh.
So it's nice to be partnering back up with these guys and showing a little bit of love back to the turtle community. So again, 3% of all the sales tonight is going to the Sea Turtle Conservancy. And that's going to be a pretty beautiful thing.
We
You want color on this
have,
bit?
For the rock?
Yeah.
Nah.
All right.
not only do we have turtles you can purchase tonight, we've got turtle straws, turtle pins, and a donation button if you're just watching the show and you want some money to get donated. So the website and the sales page goes live at 6:30.
And I will post the link in the comments at that time.
So you won't miss out on anything.
We have 2 fun facts answering your questions, Jake and Oliver. So she says, green sea turtles are tricky because you'd think their shells were green because of their name, but they actually get their name because their fat is green from eating so much seagrass and algae. Hawksbill sea turtles are famous for the classic tortoiseshell pattern of black, brown, and yellow that you see in a lot of accessories or jewelry.
The tortoise shell. Is
So
that
are they-
why cats are called torties?
Yeah.
Yes.
Because
I
they look
wonder-
like a turtle?
Like a turtle
They
shell.
sometimes walk like a turtle.
Mine doesn't walk like a turtle.
What
I mean,
came
that's like the
first?
age-old question: what came first, the tortoise or the cat?
A tortoise?
What's the
You heard me.
tortoise?
Tortoise.
So are you saying people take the shell of turtles and make jewelry? Is that what I heard?
Jewelry?
They can, or they make artificial tortoiseshell now as well.
Got it.
Yep, they know. I know. I've seen some. I've seen some.
You've seen some?
I've seen some tortoise tortoiseshell rattles and like American Indian artifacts that are used by using sea turtle shells and tortoise shells. They're pretty cool.
Wow. Well, to get into the technical portion of
Yeah,
glass
what
blowing
just
a little
happened?
bit more, we just chopped that turtle's head off.
No. It
No,
didn't have a
everybody,
head,
that
Jake.
didn't happen. Yeah, it didn't have a head at all. But
It
was
is headless
connected.
currently.
It's headless. It was connected by the head to the pipe
Or by the neck,
or by the neck.
which is the proper term for glass blowing, where the piece is connected at the blowpipe at the neck.
Yes, that's exactly right.
Just like our human neck.
Yeah, or tortoise neck. Who knows?
I mean, this probably was the
Tortoise
tortoise neck.
Yeah.
You want the head first or you want the arms first?
Let's go for the flippers, not the
Okay.
arms.
The tortoiseshell. Lexie says, yes, hawksbill turtles are extremely endangered because of jewelry made from real tortoiseshell. It is now illegal, but still exists on the black market and in tourist shops in Latin America and Asia.
Fascinating.
Crystal also asked, what is the rarest sea turtle? And Lexie said, Kemp's Ridley sea turtles are the rarest. They are a critically endangered species, and we only get a handful of nests here in Florida.
I like these combo shows. Like, I'm learning a ton of stuff. It's like,
Yeah.
you guys are learning about glass blowing, but I'm getting all my turtle
Sorry,
facts
everybody.
in.
Watch out.
Achoo.
I tried to get my mic off. I didn't have time. Snuck up on me.
So anyway, you can start to see the colors. This glass is at probably 1,300 degrees right now, and it's completely solid. It's not moving anymore. But we want to keep it. The reason we've been continually keeping it warm at this hole over here that's at about 2,300 degrees is because we don't want this turtle's flippers to explode off the body of the turtle. And that's basically what would happen. If it drops below 1,000 degrees, the glass combusts itself and explodes down into little shards, back pretty much making its way back into being a sand again because it's changing temperature so fast. So we combat that by keeping it at the perfect working temperature, which is right about now. We put one flipper on, then we'll take a heat. Put the second flipper on, and then we'll take a heat.
Jake's made enough of these that he can kind of talk as he's doing it, but the other thing I will say is when it's a new product, you're not doing much talking.
There was quite a bit of frustration in figuring out this product. It took some time, it took many failures, and over the course of multiple months and many turtles made, we're now at a point where multiple of our team members can make turtles with confidence and with mojo.
Because those first ones were a little special looking.
And the way the glass cools when you add these extremities on, that's completely solid now too. So it's like I got one chance to cut it and lay it on there, a second chance to shape it one time, and then it's pretty much became part of the turret.
So we have a technical glass question, not about turtles, but about glass. The question is, at the end of the day, do you need to empty those furnaces, or can you let the molten glass solidify and remelt the next day?
So I can answer that, folks.
Is there anything off the pipe?
We don't ever empty
that
those
tip.
tanks and turn them off. They're on 24 hours a day. So we never empty the glass out. What we do is we feed off of the glass that's in there throughout the day, doing
Beautiful.
production glass blowing while we're making multiples of different items. And then at the end of the day, we charge the tank full of raw glass and melt it overnight so it's full to the top again in the morning. So we're never turning those furnaces off because it just takes too long. It would take 3 or 4 days for that furnace to get down to room temperature, and then it would take 2 to 3 days to get the furnace hot again. So you can never really turn it off. It's not cost prohibitive.
And the glass is an expensive material in itself, so there's a lot of efficiency and a lot of timing and a lot of planning involved in everything you do in a glass shop. We've got a lot of costs involved in the utilities, like Chris was just mentioning, but the colors too. And I don't know if any of our classic members out there commented on the first thing I said at the beginning of the show about what makes white glass. But it takes tin to make white glass, and white's a really soft color. For all the colors that we use, we've got a beautiful wall of all the colors on the rainbow, and they all range in some price, and they're all much more expensive than the raw material itself.
That's because of the earthly minerals. It takes the earthly minerals off the periodic table to mix in with the raw materials, and then that is what creates the colored glass. And obviously the most expensive, and I'm saying obviously because I'm going to tell you the most expensive is red glass and pink glass, which is made with gold. And gold, we know right now, is pretty darn expensive. It's way up there per ounce.
Like 38 or something?
Yep, $3,800 an ounce.
We're gonna go for the head here. This is one, I think this was probably, other than the flippers being as anatomically correct as we could get them, the head was something that in every creature that we make, and we're not just a studio, in fact, we really love making drinkware, that's our bread and butter, but when we do end up making creatures, which we do design a creature every single year, and do a give back portion and switch it up and hear what you guys are interested in each year.
So we started with slugs.
It seems like the eyeballs make a big difference in how they look.
Yeah, we started with slugs, we went to snails, we did some sheep, which is so fun. So the symbolism of black sheep, counting sheep. Once we come up with a item, there's lots of fun things that develop from it. You'll notice this set of tweezers that they're flat. So it allows him to kind of square it up or angle it, whatever he's feeling the turtle needs.
That's an eye socketless turtle.
You gonna give it to him?
Yeah, we're about to give him some eye sockets, and we're not going too involved with these by putting in pupils, colored pupils, and doing the whole entire eyeball. These are a stylized turret, where we're gonna go in here, I'm gonna heat up one side, and I'm gonna use the eye sculpting device, which Oliver has so graciously brought over to the bench. Mm-hmm. Watch this, here it is, the device. In and up.
Socket tool.
The socket tool. And you can see by lifting it up the way that I did at the very end there, it gives it a little bit of that eyebrow, that, you know, I think there's got to be some sort of bone involved in the sea turtle's head that gives it that strong arched eyebrow.
Or does he just have attitude?
Lexie, speak on that.
Speak on that.
Speak on sea turtle eyebrow anatomy, please.
Now you're starting to
We
see
gotta
this
know.
metallic blue becoming metallic at the very end here.
Lexie's title is Communications Coordinator.
You're saying she doesn't know about the eyebrow bone?
So she's not a scientist. I just want to be clear. Going too technical, she might not have all the answers.
Lexie, whatever you say, I'm going to believe for the rest of my life and tell
Yeah.
others about.
This is it.
Speaking of Lexie, she answered a great question from the YouTube side. So Morgan asked, what is the difference between turtles and tortoises?
Ah.
Tortoises are, can I guess?
Sure.
Tortoises
are
are
land.
like land creatures, right?
Dismount.
Yeah.
They're
so
land
that's definitely one of the big
turtles.
differences. So Lexie said there are a lot of differences between turts and torts.
Yeah.
She said sea turtles have flippers, tortoises have legs.
Oh.
Tortoises have what legs?
Legs.
Right.
Sea turtles live in the water, tortoises live on land.
Right.
Sea turtles cannot pull their heads in their shell while tortoises can.
Interesting.
Oh, I didn't know that one.
Sea turtles have streamlined shells for swimming. Tortoises are typically dome-shaped shells.
Right.
That's interesting
Streamlined.
as well.
Ah.
Check this out, Mom.
Which kneeler are you going to?
Look right
Look
at
at that
it.
little fella.
All right, swimming right
I
along.
love the glassiness of the tail right there, the swirls in the body, very aquatic, very sea-like. We're gonna take this away before it explodes.
Turtle number 1 complete.
We're going
Nice
over
work.
to our annealing oven, and this is 1,000 degrees. This is where the piece is gonna get cooled down over 16 hours, and it's already full of product. Our team's been blowing glass here today since 8 a.m., and we are the second shift, finishing up the day live on the internet,
Let's
6
go.
p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
And you are at
The Glass Academy, baby. So
Okay.
that's a members piece right there. That one's available to our subscribed members. If you want to become a member today and you want to hear about all those perks, Bess will put that in the chat. She can answer questions as well. But we're going to get into this incredible next ultra custom sea turtle for the Sea Turtle Conservancy.
Hannah asked the question, how fast can a turtle swim? Lexi,
Normally when you say something like that, I'm thinking about the answer, and I thought about the answer, but
what do you think?
it's not something that I have. I don't know, maybe
okay.
like...
I'm going to guess a sea turtle, 65 miles an hour.
Oh, I was going to
Wow.
say 40.
Okay.
What? I was gonna say 12.
No, they're
So-
fast as
Do
heck,
they
dude.
go miles per hour or do they go knots?
So Lexi says
They're in the water.
It's true.
they can burst into high speeds when trying to escape a predator. Think 20 to 25 miles per hour.
That was close.
So I was close.
She said, but typically they only move at a couple miles per hour at a time.
Which works out to be about like 1 or 2 knots, folks.
Can you tell us what you're working on?
Yeah, I'm going to be letting you guys know the table's going to go live in a few minutes, so
Holy.
get ready.
All right,
2
so I'm going to
minutes.
go
Those are the
over.
one and dones. The other ones on the website we will match and recreate, but these ones will not be recreated. These are the one and done, super unique Ultra Turtles. And remember, 3% goes back to the Sea Turtle Conservancy tonight.
I'm saying number 3 is going to be the main one. If I'm guessing the first one that's going to sell, it's going to be number 3, guys, because it's got the coolest shell, in my opinion.
Number 3 is pretty good.
I'm gonna go 5.
Number 9.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
I think it's going to be number 11. I think the people want the
No,
textured
I
articles
almost
on
went
there.
11. I was really close to it.
Check out the straw. Swimming on the straw. All right, we're going to go to our next piece. When the website goes live, you guys can jump on in there. Bess is going to give you the link. It's right on the home page of the Glass Academy. You want to look for the YouTube or the Gathering Point drop down, and we're going to get started. Chris and Oliver are discussing the colors and size and shape, and he's picked out the colors while he was waiting,
Yep, I did.
and so we're ready to go.
You gather it up. I'll have the colors out for you, Chris. I know what you want.
All right, we have a plethora of molds. So Chris has a mold out here but there's all these different styles. These are aluminum and some are bronze molds that we can use to shape the glass. If you remember Play-Doh machines from when you were a kid, and you would take the Play-Doh and run it through the machine, it would give it a pattern or shape. That is definitely the same idea, except now we're just using molten glass. Oliver's swapping out the colors. The easiest way to pick them up are in these metal tins.
Unrelated to turtles, but I'm going to say it loud so Jake can hear.
I'm listening.
It's wild that we don't have a reducing green color.
That's true.
I just thought of that, and we should change that in the future.
A metallic emerald.
Is there
We could
one
do
that
some
exists?
research.
I don't
That
know
I
if
know
there's
of.
one that exists,
I'd
but
like to look.
Or like opal white over green?
Maybe.
Okay, so Chris came from the furnace, same thing as Jake. He's going into the white. White makes a nice base color, so any color you put on top of it, it will pop it and make it a little more vibrant.
You could kind of consider it like a primer. But it just really depends on what you're working on, because also when you layer certain colors on top of each other, they can react and turn out not the way you want.
like any warm tone color in white.
Yes, exactly. Yellows, reds, oranges, any of those guys, you do the same thing I just did on the last one and Chris might be doing here, you will have a bad situation. They'll just turn brown and nasty. Other colors have a beautiful reaction, like we were talking about the tortoise shell color combo. We could maybe do that for the giveaway
Double
one.
zero.
And that is a deep ruby mixed with an iridescent gold, and it has a reaction that totally gives it a bunch of texture and depth to it and makes this crazy color combo. Maybe we show you guys that for the giveaway.
Can we interrupt this show to talk about a follower that became an artist?
do
Whoops.
Can I
Oh,
interrupt you and
boy.
just say that the table is live?
it?
Yes.
Table is live.
Table's
Not allowed.
live,
Take it back.
And look at those. It's a sea tortoise and watercolor.
Ooh,
One of our fans was watching the show. She is a watercolor artist and she did her own rendition inspired by the sea turtles. So not only
Yeah.
does our show inspire you guys to see glass blowing, but check that out. It inspires other people to be creative as well.
So I've got a multiple of about 6 different colors that I've layered, with white going down first and then greens going down. Multiple colors, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 colors of green that I've layered so that they blend together and I get a really electric looking shell pattern. And my thought process here too, which is going to be pretty cool, is I wanted to have a gnarly textured shell. And I'm going to try to do a broken mold in this large optic mold here, which is
What
gonna
does
be
that mean, a
pretty
broken
sweet.
mold?
Broken mold means I'm going to blow into this mold, I'm going to twist it up, then I'm going to blow into the mold again so I get these like texturous bumps all over the top of the shell that look like a sea turtle shell.
So we've got the link to purchase through our website, glassacademy.com. It's on both of the chats on Facebook and YouTube. Thanks for sending that, Bess. She's also going to be posting the links to become a member at both of our tiers. If you guys like what we're doing, you like learning about glass, you like learning about turtles, you know where the Sea Turtle Conservancy is, you know where the Glass Academy is.
And Oliver, what does it say behind you?
Subscribe, everybody. Make
We're
sure
like
you...
80 followers away from 5,000 subs on YouTube. So it'd be pretty cool to pump that up.
Cool to pump it up.
If you guys
And
are
that's
watching the show,
free.
Yeah,
it
it's
doesn't
free.
cost you anything.
drop a like, drop a comment, you guys. Let us know where you're watching from. We want the interaction, and we do have someone literally sitting at the table to watch your comments and talk with you guys and relay them to us. So we want to interact. Give us what you got.
Speaking of comments, I have another question for Lexie.
Oh,
Semi about turtles. I'm just genuinely curious that you do work for the Turtle Conservancy. You have probably a team that you work with. Is it required if you work at the Turtle Conservancy to have your house decorated in an aquatic fashion? Does your house have a lot of like aquatic themed pieces in it?
Do you have your own personal turtle?
Do you have your own? How many turtles do you have, Lexie?
Yeah.
So Lexie gave us a fun fact in the chat. She said there are 7 different species of sea turtles found throughout the world. Leatherback, green, loggerhead, hawksbill, Kemp's ridley, olive ridley, and the flatback. All are unique and beautiful.
Do they all live in Florida?
What is your favorite, though, Lexie? Your favorite one of the 7 and why?
Geez, you guys are putting her on the spot.
So her personal favorite is the leatherback, and the colors of the Van Gogh turtle reminded her of that.
Ah, I like that.
Speaking of the Van Gogh turtle, that was a members-only piece, and that is now available to our Loyalty League members through the link that you've received in your email.
Let's go, baby.
First come, first serve, only one available, an amazing piece.
And this next one here, as we mentioned, is not going to be for sale. This is going to be a large turtle. Chris has a pretty big amount of glass here. The Sea Turtle Conservancy sent in 50% of the money to make this project happen. We're going to match the other half as to what we would have priced this piece out to be if it were for sale on the show. And this one is going to travel to Florida and be with the Sea Turtle Conservancy to
on display.
Represent
The show.
the Turtle Mojo.
We're going to give
Gosh.
them QR codes and
You
links.
know what fact I wish we had right now? For all the turtles that we shipped this year, how many total miles they traveled?
Oh my
Could you imagine if we
God,
had
that
that
would be
number
cool.
right now? Roland,
Dude.
right here above my head. Just edit in a big
Some
number.
random number.
Please.
You guys haven't seen his finished turtle video. He's got turtles floating around you. Okay, so now blowing into that mold, you can see the ribs and ridges, or you can
I'm gonna
hear
need
them
a
as they roll on the
box
table.
to stand on after this next one. If you could
Yeah.
pull it out for me.
The members turtle has sold.
Insta sale.
Turtles are also going like hotcakes
And
on the
which
table.
one was the first one? Was it number 9?
It was not.
Was it number...
3.
You didn't call that one.
No, I said 5.
Okay. All right, word. I think you did it last week. I was like, there's no way. Number 3. Yeah, that's
So
a
Chris
classic.
got this one.
Number 3 went. That's
Yep.
right. That's right, folks.
One of the better moves in glass blowing is when you push yourself as a glass artist to make bigger and bigger work, but use smaller and smaller tools. And now, if Matt had left behind his mini punny today, that would have been a great time to pull that out.
Did Matt brought that in today? I thought that was like something from Chris's office.
No, I think that was Matt's.
Yeah, it was math.
He brought a punny in, which is a solid rod like we've been working with today, but it was like this big. It was
Little
horrible.
baby punny.
But I was just kind of making a joke, and
Like
Chris
Puff?
has much more control with the smaller tools that Oliver just swapped out. But the larger and larger you make something, the more radiant heat it's giving off. And if you get into making, this is about the borderline size of a piece that you wouldn't start wearing sleeves and changing things around and having a third assistant booked to turn the pipe for you and to take heats, because it gets physical, it gets demanding really quickly.
Remind.
So I think Lexie just got really excited in the chat because I see some capital letters.
Uh-oh.
She said, speaking of turtle mileage,
Uh-oh.
we satellite tag sea turtles across Florida and the Caribbean so you can see how many miles they migrate around the world.
Incredible.
Leatherbacks will migrate over 5,000 miles per year.
Wow.
And you can track all of their turtles on their website or through the Sea Turtle Conservancy Turtle Tracker app.
So, if anybody
There's
has
a turtle tracker app? What?
the mathematical power, 5,000 miles, 365 days. How
Do the
many
math.
hours are in 365 days? 24 times 365.
Don't push Bess too hard. I took the calculator off the iPad.
Whoa.
I'm gonna get my phone.
Okay, Oliver's blowing down
Good.
this long tube.
I'm
and
trying
it's
so hard to do the
expanding.
math in my head too at the same time.
That's too tough.
I zoned out when I heard numbers.
So that's 8,760 hours per year divided by 5,000 miles.
No,
So
it's,
that
it's
means
5,000 divided by the 8,000 number.
Or 5,000 divided by 356.
no.
So how many miles it does a day?
miles per hour.
Yeah,
We don't need
miles.
to know how fast it goes.
So miles traveled divided
Right.
by hours available.
So
They call the turtle tracking program the Tour de Turtles.
One more time.
They call the turtle tracking program Tour de Turtles.
Like the
Dun,
Tour de
dun, dun.
or
France.
the turtles. That's adorable.
All right, but back to the glass blowing action.
No, we're not.
Jake is still crunching numbers.
0.57 miles per hour is the speed that they travel.
I don't care what the speed is. How much do they do a day?
Okay.
What is
okay,
that?
that's
So
like
what- no, but that's easier.
like
That's easier.
13-ish miles per day.
That's 5,000 divided
Yeah.
by 365.
Right. Yeah. So there we go.
It's like 13-ish miles per day.
And that was not accounting for leisure moments.
I know. I was gonna say, what if it's
Chilling?
just chilling on
When
the
one's just
on a
hanging
rock?
out on the
Or
back
the
of
fast
another one.
moments when he's going away from a predator.
Or when he's zipping along, or she or they.
What if it is a they
This
turtle?
is.
Who knows? Not me.
We've been talking a lot, Chris, and I just want to touch back in on what you're doing. This is looking super like
Super
hardcore
cool.
tortoise, even a little crocodilic.
It could
Crocodilio.
even be crocodilic.
Sometimes I hate to admit we make up words on the show.
Let's go, Oliver.
Roland, did you get that
Good
one?
one.
Crocodilic
Look at
seems
it.
to
Yeah.
be.
Crack.
100%. What if we made a crocodile for the creature next year?
That
It
sounds
Whoa.
complicated.
does sound a little complicated.
Don't get ahead of yourself
All
here.
right.
That snout sounds like it'd be hard to figure out.
Yeah, a bunch of teeth.
All right, what's happening here?
Chris is torching. He's using our hot torch that's almost 3,000 degrees, and he's pinpoint heating certain areas while the
I'll
rest
take a
of the
flash on
body
that.
is cooling down. And just by the way I've seen him doing it here, I got a feeling he might go into the sides, the edges, and do some sort of crimpage.
Go for it. Heat it deep.
If you guys are new to the show, if you haven't noticed already, we sometimes make up our own words.
It keeps things, in order around here. 8 hours of blowing glass. It's probably like 140 degrees in here right now with all these heat sources in action. And if you don't start making up words, you're probably already crazy to begin with.
Okay.
In the chat, you guys, on the FB side, I will copy and paste those over to the YT side. But Lexie went ahead and put the link to tourdeturtles.org where you guys can go
Oh,
ahead and
good
look at tracking
call.
those turtles.
Yes.
And she also put another link to information about finding turtles. So
Lexie, I do not have the ability to go to the Tour de Turtles right now because I am working, but I do want to check it out. But I have a question I need to know. You have to tag these turtles so that we can track their GPS location. Those tags were probably given numbers, maybe even letters. Did we rename the turtles? Do they have fun names? I need to know.
Or
they
I
do.
should-
I'm looking at the website right now.
Yep.
We've got over 100 people watching here tonight, folks, live. We have many people that watch after the fact, and it's a beautiful thing that these shows are saved and last for eternity. We're going to be doing some custom orders in the next few shows, and everything that's made on the show is signed with the show number. So they go down in history. But those of you that are watching here tonight and those of you watching after the fact, I'm going to ask again that you guys just like the feed one time for us. If we got 50 people watching live on each platform, if we could get 25 likes, half of you, to just drop us a little bit of mojo,
Okay.
makes all the difference.
You know what show this is, everyone? This is show number.
327.
Yep, so that means 327 Tuesdays we've been here delivering content, showing glass blowing. You know, we have glass blowers from all around the world that watch the show. Maybe they can't watch it live depending on the country they're in, but they'll comment like, oh, I just learned so much about glass blowing. I tried that technique
Flash
you
it out.
guys used. So some people are watching for entertainment. Some are technical glass blowers that are watching for technique they want to learn.
Here's a couple names for you, Oliver. She said, you mean fun names like Turt Reynolds? There's the Amtrak. Or Seance.
Okay.
Seance.
Okay, wait, this one's my
Stop.
favorite. I'm on the website. His name's Lil Mango.
Lil
Aw.
Mango? That's adorable.
Reef Witherspoon.
That's good.
Seymour, but spelled S-E-A, like the sea.
You can't have
I-
fun while you're working.
We have talked
the
and come
point?
back to the idea so many times of like having a guest artist on this show, and I want to put my foot down right now and axe that idea. I only want people who are animal experts associated with our show from here on out. This is so much fun to have this information at our fingertips.
So I asked my cardiologist today if he'd like to come on the show.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be crazy? A heart doctor on the
A
show?
heart
Oh,
doctor
yeah.
would be fun.
We
That
could
would be
sculpt
fun.
the heart.
We could do whatever.
Yeah,
He'd
or
answer
liver.
all the heart questions. It'd be pretty amazing, I think.
I think any sort of information that just adds to the education and exploration and beauty of this gorgeous material that is glass.
All right, we're gonna have to add some legs on this guy now.
I'm thinking about like it would break so many HIPAA issues, but like just bring a doctor on here to try and give us all a physical while we're blowing glass.
Well, it's like a sauna, so we're
What
letting
color
all
do
our
you
pores breathe.
Want
Like to
your-
have him. I want to have him be the
Hello.
Yup.
yeah, this guy right here
Okay.
with
That guy
one
on
coat
top.
of that one. Yeah, that's the one.
Okay.
So,
Just one and one.
Lexie just put in the comments that Glass Academy can help name a turtle that they tag next summer, so get your thinking caps on.
Yeah.
Can do.
What should we name them?
Bill said, I not only like you guys, I love you. My goodness, show number 327. I've been on and off before show 70.
Yes.
Time flies. Yeah, that's pretty incredible. And it does feel like just a couple months ago that we were starting up the first live streams,
Very good.
but man, we've made a lot of changes.
You know what?
if
I think we're
anybody-
going to have like a reunion, a get together when we hit 500. Throw like
Yeah.
a giant world
Some kinda
record party
crazy
again.
Experience. Did anybody comment on the new display? That's still under process, I believe. We got a new
Not
virtual
yet.
gallery.
Not yet.
Chris, do you want to give us your thoughts on this? I know you've been pretty focused and it's turning out amazing, but where are you at and what's the plan?
Well, I just got the tail done. I'm putting on the back flippers right now, and then we're going to add something to the center. I got the nice little ridges in the side of the shell with a little aerodynamic action, and that's that broken mold technique I was talking about. I wanted to use the pineapple mold, but the Bolatone mold, which is the pineapple mold, puts indentations into the piece. It doesn't take indentations out.
Totally.
Karen
Okay.
says the cardiologist should come on for Valentine's Day.
Oh my gosh, that's
a
perfect.
good-
Why didn't I think
Such
of
a
that?
good idea, Karen.
And Chris,
I'm
what
gonna
did
hit
you
him
think
up.
of the fact that there's a turtle out there being tracked named Turt Reynolds?
Tell us.
I think it's pretty cool. Shirt's
Hannah,
all right.
Hannah asked, does a turtle sleep?
That's a
Ooh,
great
and how
question.
does it do it? Like how horses sleep standing up blows my mind.
Lexie says they can hold their breath and take naps underwater for 4 to 6 hours.
What?
Wow.
4 to 6 hours.
While they're holding their breath.
Carol says, this is my first show. It's pretty cool. Welcome, Carol.
What up, Carol? Welcome. Welcome to the community. We've got a Facebook page that's ran by the people watching the show called the Glass Academy Addicts. That pretty much started up at the very beginning of us streaming, and it's been around ever since. Some great information and some great glass enthusiasm in there. When it comes to turtles, you must be a part of the Sea Turtle Conservancy or knowing kind of what they're all about. So you might have your in there, straight out of Florida. Those guys are champions.
So the metal tools in the summertime, they're gonna start to heat up. Winter is a much nicer time to blow glass, but the summer, the tools kind of get warm. If they get warm, they start to stick to the glass. So Jake's job and Oliver as assistants for helping Chris on this one. They're going to keep an eye on his tools, dip them into water if they need to. If any of the tools get too hot, the glass will stick to them. That's why the glass is staying attached to the pipe, because the pipe was preheated.
Yeah, and on the other hand, when you're using a tool, like in those final moments he was just touching it there, every tool, 90% of the tools that we use are metal tools because they don't burn up from the 2,000 degree glass. But on the other hand, even when they're hot like this and it's, you know, the middle of summer, those tools will crack the glass if you touch them at the wrong moment. And that's the difference of, like, he's got heat on this second flipper. He hasn't taken a flash on quite a while on that first flipper, a flash being heating it back up. And so if you were to go in with the tweezers and just grab the tip of that first flipper, I bet you that third of the flipper would just break right off and fall onto the floor.
And if his sweat drips on the piece, it will also crack.
Game over.
Game over.
No game's over.
This is looking really good. It's a beautiful turtle.
Lexie says that sea turtles like to wedge themselves under rock ledges while they take naps so that they stay cozy.
That makes sense. Hide out,
I'll do that from time to time.
hide under a rock ledge.
Yeah.
If you're looking for Jake swimming in the ocean, he's napping under the rock ledge.
Roland says, what's the temperature in the shop right now?
Roland, don't ask that question. I hide
hot.
all thermometers.
Yeah, when you start looking at that number, you start freaking out. But really,
We're just
But
in a
really,
sauna.
it's just fine.
We're in a
just a
sauna,
sauna.
and we're just fine.
Tuesdays are for sweating, folks.
It's
Wednesdays
like-
are really for sweating.
If I had to guess, Roland, it's probably like 63 degrees in here.
Celsius.
Stop, yeah.
Ah, funny.
Over on the YT side, Ken
Pick up
says the
Collab in the
Champagnes
middle.
from St. Augustine, Florida are loving the show. Thank you. Thank you for watching.
Nice. I was thinking in my head, because we opened a bar in our business, I went to Champagne. I was like, Champagne? What?
Me too. What do we think the furthest viewer is today? If you guys put that in the chat, I know we've got plenty from Florida. We've got a few from out of the country. Hannah's from Sweden. She's watching tonight.
On
Is there
Hell's from
anyone else?
Argentina.
Argentina.
Oh, nice. And sometimes people watch after the show. Like you might be working Tuesday night, it might be California, a different time zone, you're still at work. So even after
Make it
the
the
show,
same
if you're
green.
watching, just put it in the
Pardon?
Make it
comment
the same
box.
green as
Let
the
us know
legs.
where you're from.
This turtle is going to be a multiple green and clear turtle. Very glassy. It's encased like the one I had made before this. There's two greens. They're both one's a transparent, one's an opaque. The first one is sort of like our Glass Academy green over here. Very vibrant, very powerful. Can you see it?
There's one right by your arm.
Oh, there it is. Yep, Glass Academy green. And then the other one is a transparent, kind of like,
Grass green.
yeah,
Transparent meaning you can see through it,
maybe like
stained glass.
Yeah.
There's opaque and transparent. When I was learning glass, I always got mixed up. Opaque, you cannot see through. Transparent, think stained glass, you can see through it.
All
What
right.
is that green
Do it,
like?
Ollie.
Emerald?
No, it's not the emerald. It's like the chartreuse green. But what in nature could it be like?
Okay, so
Lift.
this here is this is a little added bit that raises the turtle up a little. So it looks like it's got motion when it's sitting on the table. This took a hot minute to figure out. I
Yeah, it
remember
did.
when they were doing these in the beginning, it looked like some of the turtles were drunk, like they were just all
We
lopsided.
were putting like mesmerizing sea globes down there, and we put a wave on one, and we were putting like little crystals and
It was cool.
just like spheres of recycled blue glass, and we hit all the angles and ended up eventually breaking it down to be this slightly hidden but also slightly kind of defined and crisp little rock, we've been calling it. And it's almost like You could choose to have it lean to the left or the right, but it does lift the head off the ground and shows some motion to the sea turtle's flipper capabilities.
So why was it bright orange
Where are
a
we gonna
second
punny
ago?
it? Right there.
Yeah, that's what we have been doing on the bigger ones.
Oh.
You
On
want
that or-
another bit down there? Some thickness? Some
Here?
girth?
Yeah.
Why would you need to punny down there and just not right on the rock?
Because it's too wide. Remember, we can't flip the axis like I did. You gotta.
Oh,
take it
you
from
got to hold it
behind.
at a 45 while we work it.
Yeah. So whatever
right.
I was just saying, that sentence
That
is
one is
gone.
going to be fine.
I know. All right, they got distracted by some technical
Make that
things.
shape.
What I was going to
Yeah.
comment on, you can always tell which
For now.
part of the glass they're working on by the
I'm going to
things
put
that
the,
are bright
the
orange.
granny and then the chartreuse on there so it matches this
One
bit.
coat granny, one coat chartreuse.
Okay.
So Jake came out with a hot bit. They're instructing him what color to use. Even when you apply the color to the surface, if it's green or blue, once it gets reheated, it's going to turn orange. It's so hot, it's 2,000 degrees, so it just wants to turn that bright orange color. As the turtle's cooling off, it's going to look a little muddy. It's not going to look like the green color because it's green with orange heat, and it's making it look more brown than it is. So Jake is bringing over greens, but again, it looks orange right now only because it's so heated.
Did we hear last week that I was voted best race car driver by the people?
Barely.
I'm sorry, did you say something?
I just wanted to give a big shout out to all the people out there, the viewers, the members, everyone who went with the giveaway question.
Oliver
and
doesn't look too happy with this question.
One, that is just kind of my face, but two, I just don't think if we really put rubber to the road that Jake has it like that.
I completely disagree. Thank you all for your support.
What people don't know is that I'm the best driver ever.
Right.
I am. What accidents have I gotten in?
What?
That's right. Tell me where I've gotten in an accident.
It's not about getting in an accident. It's about efficiency and traffic maneuverability.
Yeah, that's right, and I kill it.
Oh, the bench burner. Now he's going to sit
I
right in
know.
the char.
Oliver, we have a comment from Jordan that says we made strawberries with Oliver in June. We had so much fun. He'll remember the wax that somebody accidentally put on the scissors.
Oh, you're talking about Drew? Yeah, I still remember him. I actually follow him on Instagram. He's a really cool guy, but he was a villain for that day, and I did let him know. That was a really fun class. I had a great time with those people.
Oliver is one of our teachers. So
Oliver,
if you're
you do me a
new
favor,
to
flash it, you do
our
that, honey.
studio,
Thank
on
you.
the weekends we teach classes.
Give it a flash.
We're not teaching you how to be a glassblower. We're teaching you how to have a fun date night, try, a different medium, get out in society and do something exciting and fun. If you want to be a glassblower, it takes years of experience. Oliver's been at it for about 2 years now. Jake's been at it for maybe 10, and Chris has 37 years of glassblowing under his belt. So they make it look easy and effortless as they're working here tonight, but it's a lot of practice, a lot of investment. And there was our show this year, Blossom and Bloom Spring Festival at the Glass Academy.
There's the
and that's
turtle.
what our turtle pin looks like. Voila.
Remember, you guys, 3% of every sale tonight. Turtles on the show, the pins, the straws, everything available that we've
Okay, one
highlighted
quick
in our virtual
flash on
gallery
that.
for this
A little
specific
quick one on the
show.
tip.
3% is going to the Sea Turtle Conservancy for this super collab. And I wanted to point out technically what just went down. Oliver had sculpted up a puntee and was bringing it over, and Chris, knowing the weight of his piece, the temperature, and how long and what he wanted to work on after this, decided that he wanted to take over. He wanted to make that connection piece, because this, being sacrificial glass, what Oliver just brought over, is the lifeline of this turtle until it's completed with head and front flippers. So he doubled the size. He also flattened it on either side so that
We can do that.
you could do that.
Do you want to explain where
That was a
Oliver
beautiful
is
break.
right now?
Yeah, Oliver's at the reheating chamber, and that is 2,300 degrees, and that is it's a circular, wider opening with a nice set of ball bearings here so that you can slide the pipe easily and work it and focus your heat right where you want it.
And what do we
Versus-
call it?
What do we call it, Oliver?
Yeah.
It is called the glory hole, folks.
Hello.
That is the technical term for this device over here, also known as the chamber.
You want
Were we gonna name
the front
it?
flippers first or the head, Chris?
Front flipper, same size as those other ones.
The south hole and the north hole.
Yeah, because directionally at the Glass Academy, this is the south, that is the north. We have a hole over there, we have a hole over there, we have a hole over there, and we have a hole over here.
Oh.
You know, whoever
a
built
lot of
this
holes.
building was smart with
We got
the
a hole on
south
a trailer
windows.
right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They let the light in the longest part of the day.
Absolutely.
So Lexie says if anyone is watching and they are based in Florida or they feel like a road trip, you can come watch us tag and release 2 sea turtles later this month, July 27th on Melbourne Beach, Florida, which is on Florida's east coast, about an hour and a half from Orlando.
That's cool to know.
That's great information. I might have to be tuning into that.
Lexie, are you surprised by like what goes into making a glass turtle come together? I don't imagine you've seen this before.
Yeah, it's a great question. And I've got a question for you, Oliver, as she answers that.
Uh-oh.
Yes, it's coming in hot.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't have the answer to this. The question was, where did Matt come in the votes for the best driver? Do you have any
Higher
words
than
on
me.
Matt's driving you'd like to share?
Publicly? Can I don't know if I have an NDA signed with him about that. Am I allowed to talk about that, Jake?
I don't really know.
I
either.
feel like it's far enough out where, you know, like they can't sue you because something's been so long ago. I think it's fine.
You're my HR manager.
Wait, what about
Jake.
how does like
Statute of limitations, that's the word.
what's the word for when you like slander someone's name and
slander and libel?
But that's only
Slander
if
and
you're not
libel?
telling the truth.
Which I would never lie. Well, anyway, hey everybody, there's the camera. An event happened about a year and a half ago. I was hanging out with Matt. We were blowing glass. We worked till the late at night. We were having a good time. I was down a car at the time. My car broke down. If you remember, that's happened like twice now. And Matt drove me home, and in the way to driving me home, he took a left turn and shot really, really wide and drove us over a curve into a ditch.
Are you
and
kidding
then
me?
promptly drove us out of the ditch, off the curb, back on the road, and started taking me back home. But then Matt looked at me and said, "Oliver, why did you let me drive into that ditch?" and blamed me for him driving into a ditch.
So Matt's going to be on the show
That
2 weeks
is
from now,
classic.
folks. He's going to have a chance to respond to that comment, and we would love it if you guys would bring that back up so we can hear Matt's perspective on that tried and true story of the road.
He's going to say something like, "It was dark. I was staring at a bright light for 12 straight hours. Oliver didn't tell me that the double lane we were on was going into a single lane, but no one likes a backseat driver."
Sounds like Matt does. We're at the point where we're starting to open and close the doors, and you don't want to leave the door just busted wide open because all the heat in the hole will start to lose its true power. It's going to become a really soft heat. You won't get your flame where you want it. So I'm closing the doors in between heats here.
Open.
This is the part where it truly becomes valuable to have a third assistant around, or a second assistant, an original gaffer, and 2 assistants when you're making bigger pieces like this. Chris did an amazing job on this flipper, the way he brought it down and had it curl forward.
Okay,
This is
now
a trophy piece.
this turtle's going to Florida, so it's going to be on view. It's up to Lexie and her organization how they want to display it. But after this,
We
we're
call
going to
this
make
over-delivering.
After this, we're going to make a turtle, and you have a chance to win. We haven't talked about it yet, but I'm going to point up to the question. Bess was going to tell you more about this.
So every single week we do a giveaway question, and our question of the week is this. Lexie and the team at the Sea Turtle Conservancy just released 2 hawksbill sea turtles.
Okay.
Where do you think that they traveled to make this happen? So you are going to send your answer to enews@glassacademy.com, and I will put that up on the screen as we make the giveaway. But you're going to send your name and your answer to the question in your email, and you're going to get entered to win our giveaway of the week. After this piece, I will give away last week's piece that was made. It's a really nice, I believe it was a gin tasting glass is what we called it. Super nice piece, so you don't want to miss that. We had a fun question about middle names last week. I've got some funny answers to read off for you guys, and then of course our winner's answer in name.
And there's no there's no wrong answer. You can say she went to Mexico. You can say Argentina. You could say Sweden.
Alaska.
Yeah, it's just a fun question to get people thinking. She said people will probably go to the website and look up the answer. But
and then we'll give the answer next week.
Yep. So you got to come back next week.
Now you don't have to have the right answer to win.
Correct.
So just for the fact that you enter and send in an answer, you get entered to win.
And the reason we prompted you with this question this week is we want to get you guys to go to the Sea Turtle Conservancy's website, look through their blogs, try and find out where they went. And again, you don't have to get the answer right, but go check out their website, show those guys some love, check out our website, show us some love. 5% of every sale tonight is getting donated directly back to the Turtle Conservancy. 3%. But also I'm seeing that we have a Sea Turtle shirt.
What? From where?
At glassacademy.com. The Sea Turtle tee. Was that just released?
We have 2 styles of Sea Turtle shirts.
Jessica must have made them today. She was in Printify.
Son of a
Go,
gun.
Jessica.
So you guys can cop. You don't necessarily have to buy an $88 turtle to support. Go grab yourself a t-shirt and represent.
What are you making me?
Head.
Okay.
That's amazing. You could
That's
buy a
pretty cool.
straw. You
They're
could
cool
buy a
looking.
pin.
Unless
They're
you
in
want
this
like
color,
a ray
too.
gun.
Lexie says if you need a clue for the answer to the question, you can also check out our
got all the
Facebook
color
posts.
on there. Just let
So
me
if
know
you
when
go
you're
check
ready
them
for
out,
it.
give them a follow as well.
Good point.
Shout out Lexie for being here and answering all of your fun questions.
Super cool. 80 more subscribers on YouTube. I can't believe we're that close to 5,000.
And look at that.
Open.
They're serious when Chris isn't talking.
Well,
Things are serious. He's
it's looking pretty
concentrating
good,
hard.
guys. It's looking pretty good. I'm liking it.
So this little torch allows all the appendages. It's a really fine heat, which is a really nice thing to see.
Okay.
Now we're a small private studio here located in Dearborn, Michigan. Easy way to remember it is the home of Henry Ford.
And if you didn't already see, this is a family business. That's
Okay.
my dad right there at the bench. Michelle, my mom's behind the camera. Oliver's here as well. There he is.
Up for adoption.
I was
Up
going
for
to say,
adoption.
all our adopted children.
We got an amazing team. We talk about that as much as we can. Bess working tech
Chris.
over here. Sarah's behind the scenes printing out the orders. She's actually doing some shipping back there right now.
Jake, look
Roland
at this
was
head
on
shape your
sound
dad
check.
cut it off the pipe at. He just like squished it and let gravity take it down a little bit. That's insane.
Yeah, it's not a competition.
Who said it was? I didn't hear that as a competition.
It's like,
But
Jake, look at
anyway.
this cool technique, and Jake's like, I got jealous.
Those of you that have become members, did you post those links by chance, Bess?
I did.
If you guys are a member, whether it's the Loyalty League, the upper tier, the Star Supporters, the entry-level tier, you guys have Lizzie, our members connoisseur, or concierge.
There you go.
Yeah.
A lot of C words.
Okay.
Whatever.
Loves it. She
And-
sends you personal notes
Yeah.
in the mail, gives you coupons. I guarantee you will get more coupons than you will spend on the membership.
Yeah, it's a personal hookup into the heart of the Glass Academy. A blog comes out each week. You guys get to see the anneal reveal. One thing I don't think we mentioned here
We haven't
tonight
talked about it yet.
is that these colors don't look 100% true right now. In fact, these particular greens look really muddled and dark while they're hot, and this is still above 1,000 degrees. Everything that we make cools down overnight. This is a very similar green Michelle's drinking out of here tonight as to what's on the body of his turtle. So it doesn't quite look that bright, not nearly that bright at all. But when that comes down to room temperature, those true colors will come back out. And so we do an annealer reveal every Thursday. Oliver leads the annealer reveal these days, and he goes over all the products made on the show, gives his personal take on it, brings in some special guests, and then for the loyalty leagues.
That's a weird torch that did get passed down to me, kind of real silently. Jake really worked that one. Hey, I haven't actually heard from everybody in a while on that. You been enjoying the annealer reveals, members? Have they been good? I've
been reading the comments. They're loving you.
Okay.
They did say that you get a little bit out of control sometimes, and if you could just dial it in, they'd really appreciate that, but I wasn't going to mention that.
I don't know if I can.
All right, John has a question. It's not about turtles. It's
Let's
about
hear
glass.
it, John. Oh, the first technical question of the night.
He says, I've seen glory holes with multiple size door openings.
Yep.
Is that a shop preference, or does it just allow a larger hole to be more flexible?
Oliver, will you open it just a second and show them how it works? Because the other way it was, we couldn't see, you guys were behind.
Yeah, well, John's asking, why is there different studios that have multiple doors?
Like
our big glory
hole.
hole over there does have 2 sets of doors.
We'll stop on the way back.
And there's actually multiple different styles of doors out there. Our medium hole over there has multiple doors as well. And that's a very beneficial thing. This particular, which is our favorite one, it's our oldest glory hole, but we're just so used to it, used to the setup over here. It's our most used one. But it really depends on the size of the hole and what you make most frequently. You don't want to be turning on and keeping hot a hole that's bigger than you need if you have a really small opening and multiple doors. You know, if you're just making shot glasses, we could make shot glasses out of our ginormous reheating chamber, but the time it would take, the extra 20, 30 minutes to get up the temperature and the use of gas and oxygen just wouldn't be worth what we were doing. There's a lot of different variables to that. So you see Chris really taking his time shaping up the head here, and he's also being very aware of the connection on the bottom. I talked about.
Real quick, if I may interrupt, I just saw the shipping queen, Robin Carson, in the Facebook chat. She said, Oliver, I really love doing the annealer reveal with you.
Yeah.
Robin, I am missing you so much. I hope you have a great vacation, and I hope you're enjoying it and all that good stuff. But
Robin,
I am so looking forward for you being back so I have my partner in crime for the annealer reveal.
The
Want to
shipping
flash this? Let
table
me take a look at it.
Yeah.
is way too full.
That could be hot.
Today, the shipping table, we had full classes and setting up for the show
put
and
any
going to
black
Ann
eyeballs in
Arbor.
'em?
No one got
Sure.
to shipping today. Robin, if you're in town, you can come to work tomorrow. Robin typically does our shipping. She is off for the summer. So Chris is looking at some color to add to the head. My guess is it's the eyes.
Yep.
These are colored rods that he can use.
Hannah asked, what does a sea turtle eat? Great question. Lexie says, a sea
All right,
turtle's
one more
diet
flash and I'll be
varies
ready.
depending on the species. Leatherbacks feast exclusively on jellyfish. Adult green turtles are herbivores and only eat seagrass and algae. Hawksbills eat a coral reef buffet full of sea sponges. And loggerheads crunch on shellfish and squid. That's very interesting that each species eats something different. You guys are asking some great questions. Question over from the YT side, Lexie, if you can hear us. Jamie says, what time of the year do sea turtles go on land to lay their eggs?
Stay right down, spin back the other way right there. Don't move.
See Chris finessing in this little black sphere of glass for the pupil.
Tuck it in there.
Very much using gravity, and I'm trying to coordinate the gravity that he needs too, so that when he heats it, it falls in the right direction.
Hold it up in the air, Jake, right now. Beautiful. Flash it. You're good.
In that moment, Jake, do you feel like you and your dad's brain are linked together?
No.
No.
He was leading, I was following for sure.
Okay.
All right.
Can you lower the right end of the pipe down gently? Yep. All right, flip. Right there. Turn that way. Yep, keep going, keep going.
Nice. You can't overheat that either because you'll burn the color. You'll bubble it, you'll boil the glass. So it's very important. You saw him kind of flicking the flame at it there at the end. Really important to give it the finesse up.
I wonder if there's ever a product we can come up with where we intentionally boil the glass.
I wonder that as well. For sure.
Boil the heck out of it, do something cool with it.
Grab me a butter knife.
So, Jamie, to answer your question, Lexie says it's nesting season here in Florida right now. Leatherbacks kick things off nesting in February to July. Loggerheads nest from May to August, and green turtles from June to October. Michelle, no mic. Your mic is not on.
Turn your mic on.
All right, none of you heard anything I said because my mic was off.
Tough.
But I'm saying that we're looking at pictures. We have a variety of pictures up, so as we go, we can finesse the sea turtle and adjust its head, its eyes, its flippers. That spot torch really allows us to dig in and add that final detail. You can't do it early on in the beginning because it will just melt out, so you kind of have to save some of the features as you roll along.
Will you give me that threaded
If
rod?
I look at the bench, sometimes there's a
Threaded
butter
rod
knife
thing
on
that's
it
like that long that's in the
that we
thing
can
over there.
use
It's got
to
a hole
shape
in
the
it. It's like
glass
a-
that allows you to
Yep,
go
go
in
for
there
it.
and finesse some things and get sharper points. Again, there's the flat shears, the thing that shapes the eyeballs. And Chris might have requested something else because I see Oliver at the tool shelf getting a couple more things.
Thank you.
Yeah, I wanted to give a big shout out to everyone who came in for customer appreciation this weekend and got themselves a free drink, free bag of chips, an amazing discount. Got to spin the wheel, hang out with us in the shop. It was incredible. Got to meet some amazing members, some that we see all the time, some that we don't see all the time. I got to talk with Joyce for a little bit, which was awesome. I got to talk with Karen Little for quite a bit too. And the reason I'm bringing it up, just did comment, Oliver, that she absolutely adores the Annealer Reveals. She's a Loyalty League member, and she says, you need not change a thing, Oliver.
Aww.
That's
If
Karen
you guys
Little.
keep on saying nice things, I'm gonna cry right now.
Aww.
I'll do it.
Go, Oliver,
Give me the last
go.
flash, and then we're going to do a reduction on it.
Annette says, I love sea turtles and I've learned so much tonight.
Yes.
It's so cool. I think we need a guest speaker every week.
Open.
Sounds like a lot of coordination.
It was a lot of coordination.
These guys were talking about this.
English.
This show's been planned out for over a month now. So a big shouts out to Michelle and Lexie, of course, and the Turtle Conservancy. I believe Lexie's title is something like Director of Communications
yeah.
and Championship or something.
Lexie, there's your new title right there.
We're going to GA her.
Championship.
You want to just stamp right there in the bottom of the rock?
Yeah, if you give me a little bit, though, I don't want to have to heat that whole rock up again.
Okay.
So this is interesting. The glass is hard to sign. It's got texture, it's got color. You got to sign it with this Dremel bit. It gets really awkward. So we've signed our pieces with a small bit of glass that Oliver's going to bring over. And what we do is we put this on the side of the whatever the product is, and then we stamp into it the GA for Glass Academy. It's a round stamp. If you think of like how they
Portugal
used
gets
to
your
brand
stamp.
horses or cattle, kind of the same idea. Chris is gonna pull up the glass, make it nice and even and round, and then he's gonna push the stamp right into it. And
Okay,
that's how we
reduction.
sign our work. So GA stands for Glass Academy. The turtle is going to get a
Give me one
final
sec.
flash and a reduction.
The longer.
I was going to say this is
Okay,
a
hit it.
special color technique. Changing the gas air mixture brings out precious metals. So that's what's going to really make the color pop next.
Yeah, and the longer you work on a piece, the more fragile that connection on the bottom gets. So I think that this one's going to have a really smooth, clean dismount. He's just going to pop right off of the pipe. And that is just an incredible looking sea turtle.
Are you guys gloving it
Are we
away?
gloves? Someone will get gloves while we're torching
Or
the
are
punny.
you putting it right away?
I glove it.
Okay, this is a special brick that allows the item to sit on without harming it or cooling it down. Ooh-wee, that was a soft punty on the bottom. So a torch will take away any sharp angles there might be on that. It's on its back right now. And so Jake preheated these gloves, these giant mitts, because really you don't want that touching your skin. You'll burn up in a second.
Watch that, watch touching the bottom.
I know.
Looking good. He's swimming into the heat
Look
source.
at his little lips. All right, I'm going to have to
Tucking in
grab
on
him
the
by
far
the face
right.
here.
You had a hold of his cranium.
I had him right by the dome.
Let's go. It turned out great. Thanks for
That's
the
a nice
help.
piece,
Thanks for
nice
the help,
piece.
Ollie.
Chris, excellent job as
Oh,
always.
that one's for the Conservancy.
That one's for the Conservancy.
That
Super
one's going
cool.
to Florida.
Okay, Bess is
Represent.
going to do a little housekeeping next while the guys gear up, change colors, get ready for the final piece of the night where
The
you can
giveaway
win.
piece.
Absolutely. I don't have a ton of housekeeping for tonight. What I will say is Michelle is hand modeling this gorgeous gin tasting glass grain, and you can taste whatever you would like out of it. It's just what we called it. You guys can see it's got that really cool swirl on the bottom. And our
Chicks are
question
hot, dudes are
last
cool.
week was, what is your middle name? You guys send in a lot of your middle names. Not as many Lynn's as I thought there would be. I'm gonna be honest.
Interesting. Is
I'm
that
a
your
Lynn.
Lynn?
Yes, I'm
Okay.
Bethany Lynn technically. I know you guys know me as Bess, but there were a couple Lynns in there. Shout out Jody. We have the same middle name. One that was fun for me to read. There's the bell. One that was fun for me to read is my middle name is Lee, L-E-E. However, it was supposed to be spelled L-E-I-G-H, but they put the wrong spelling on my birth certificate. My mother always told me I could change it if I wanted to, but I really like it. It's short and sweet.
Misspelling your birth certificate.
I
That's
know,
heavy.
like who?
That's why Oprah has her name.
Why they
really?
spelled her name wrong?
It was supposed to be Orpa, and
Orpa?
they spelled it Oprah.
Orpa.
Yeah,
You think she would have got as famous?
probably not.
Wow.
Did you not know that? There's
No,
my
I
fun
didn't
fact
know
for you.
That's the first time I've heard that.
Let's see here.
Orpa.
My middle name is Anne. I don't think it's for anyone in particular. It just went well with Patricia, and that's fine.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely. This is one of my favorite answers. Louise. Louis was going to be my middle name when I was born because my parents wanted a boy, but they just added an E at the end so they could keep it.
That's hilarious. My middle name is Louise.
Really?
Michelle Louise.
How fun. Our winner said, my wife her middle name is Faye, F-A-Y-E. She doesn't like her middle name. She thinks it is too old-fashioned. It was given after an aunt in her family. So congratulations to
The winner
Frank.
is Frank.
Frank. You are the winner of that gin tasting glass, but like I said, you can taste whatever you would like out of it. If you are local, I don't remember if you are or not, but if you're local, you can come by and pick that up once you get your email from Donna. If you are not local, then she will get with you and tell you how to get it shipped to you. But congratulations.
Yeah, because we work off of emails. And then today, if you want to enter the contest, send your answer to
enews@glassacademy.com. So our question for this week, and Jake is getting us started on our giveaway piece, is Lexie and the team at the Sea Turtle Conservancy just released 2 hawksbill sea turtles. Where do you think they traveled to make this happen? And Lexie said earlier you can check out their Facebook post to see if you can find the answer. But even if you submit the wrong answer, you still get entered to win. So what do you get entered to win, you ask? You'll get entered to win the piece that Jake is making right now.
These are the straws because I'm holding them in one hand and the camera in the other. It takes a hot minute to focus, but they're super cute, green, and then they have these like brownish, bluish spots. There's 2 short ones at 8 inch, one with a bend, one straight, and then a tall straight edge. So, on the website.
So that's 3% of every sale tonight, folks.
And you got to
That's
come
not
to
next week
the
when you went to bed and you thought about all the turtles we had for sale. It's tonight.
the
3%.
pages will stay live until next week, next Tuesday, and next Tuesday we'll write out the check and you'll see how much money we are donating. Woo! Last time we did it was $400.
We also have a donation going to aiding in the flood that went down in Texas, and we will be
Presenting
giving
that
you guys
check
that
too.
number next week as well too. So we appreciate all your support in that as well. A lot of donations, a lot of support, a lot of action going on around here.
So Carrie says the Lee answer, where it's L-E-E, but it was supposed to be L-E-I-G-H, that was her. She put it in the comments. So that
Carrie?
is her, yes.
Carrie Lee.
Dad, would you
It was like
mind
Lee Jeans. That's probably why whoever typed in the
showing off
certificate.
the colors or explaining the color pattern that I went with here, the old Calico Special?
What'd you go with? The special mix?
You know.
Yeah, there's certain colors, you guys.
Good.
Jake was just telling me, explain what I'm doing, Chris. Can you do that? And I was like, yes, I can. And he went into a couple different colors that have a chemical reaction when you mix them together, and it's because of the copper oxide that makes this beautiful copper ruby, and it's a deep ruby red that's not made with gold, but it's made with copper. And now Jake's going for the belly smash, which is
So
like
what's
he's giving
happening?
it the
The
1-2.
glass is still molten, and so when it goes over that shape, it's draping over it, but pushing air out of the pipe to get the turtle shape, like a flattening balloon.
All right,
Yes.
Oliver, let's do
Oliver's being the great assistant and cleaning up the mess on the bench.
I
so
looked
that-
and I was like, this is too much.
How do
for
you
me.
function when
Where
they're
would
all...
the tweezers end up being?
The tweezers, those would be probably right.
Where are they always?
How'd they get here?
Yep,
Huh.
that's what you
So-
do. You're supposed to take the tweezers when you're done using them and leave them on the
Deposit them.
knockoff bench, guys, with wax on them too.
The assistant's
That's a beautiful looking
role
little tail.
is always to make sure that
Recycle the
you
gold, Oliver.
have all the tools cleaned and ready at the bench. And
That's true, Michelle, but that's impossible working with Chris and Jay. It's impossible with these two.
Yeah, I mean, I always know where my tools are at, kinda.
I guess that's kind of how it works, you know? When you're switching and you're swapping and you're moving around the bench, things get hairy. But anyway, I'm going to go in here with the straight shears this time. Oh, watch out.
Whoa.
And give him
Whoa.
the extendo tail.
Sea turtles do have that, like was spoken earlier, an aerodynamic. But is it aerodynamic? That's air.
Yeah.
So
Water
aquadynamic. Is
Now
that
that
real? Is
sounds
that
like
pretty
true?
good.
I think
Lexie,
that sea
jump
tur-
in on this.
Yeah, sea
Submarines.
turtle. Sea
It's
turtle
definitely
shell is
aquadynamic
aqua.
and not hydrodynamic.
Not hydro. What?
I don't know much about that.
Aerodynamic is air.
Yup, and it would be aqua and
Aquadynamic.
not hydro.
Well, what's hydro?
No one could possibly know.
Isn't Hydro
not
the
sci-
giant turtle that was in the Godzilla movies?
What?
I do
He was a
not
giant
know.
turtle.
No. In a Godzilla movie?
Somehow he had fire shooting out of his leg holes, but I don't know how that works.
I think you're thinking
Leg
of
holes.
Ghidorah,
Who?
the
Gamera.
three-headed
That's Ghidra.
Ghidra.
Ghidra, right.
Ghidorah, you know, it's all.
They had
We
all
segued
the monsters.
from-
Concierge, you know, whatever.
Let's get
To
back
whatever
on
he
Turtle
said.
Town,
Do you
though.
guys notice as the night goes on and the heat starts sinking into
get
their
loopy.
brain?
It's sweaty season.
That's just because I just lost like 2 gallons of liquid out of my body making that turtle.
Start drinking.
Lexie,
Lexie,
being that
save us.
you work with turtles, But if Godzilla was real, would you consider a career change to do a conservancy for Godzilla? Being an aquatic creature that he is?
Where would Godzilla live?
I don't know enough about
genocide?
Godzilla, but I
National
feel
Park.
like Chris has seen a lot of Godzilla movies.
Oh yeah.
This is not the first time he's brought it up.
It's true.
All right, the show ends at 7:30. The camera will go dead in 30 seconds. Just
Bless
kidding.
me.
If you
We
guys
will
want to
not-
win this turtle, you can start to see, if you get a zoom here, that marbling tortoise effect.
So those little flippers are like paddles almost, like some type of a maybe mole.
What?
Mole.
The back
Moles
legs.
have little like
They
things.
got claws.
Yeah,
I'm
not
talking-
paddles.
Well, they're like paddles. They're big and they're like this.
If I was going to be in the water, I'd want paddles attached to my body.
Moles are pretty much bionic because they can rip through
Can we
anything.
like talk
is
about
that?
turtles, not
Recycle
Godzilla or
and mold to the
moles?
rock.
Okay.
Yeah.
Back to turtles.
So, well, you guys might be able to see, if Michelle uses the zoom, you might be able to see the color pattern I was talking about that Jake went into with the copper ruby, copper oxide mixed with silver nitrate.
This guy's going to be a side
And
leaner.
that has a chemical reaction that looks just like tortoise shell. I wonder if some of the Bakelite from the 1950s was a man-made tortoise shell replica. Because, matter of fact, I think that might be true. So, there you go, folks.
What'd you say about man-made tortoise shell?
Yeah, it's Bakelite. It's a type of plastic human-made tortoise shell. They did it for like little boxes. They did it for knife handles. They did it for silverware in your kitchen, like carving utensils for like the roast beast day when you have like the big handles and the knife and the fork.
Roast beast?
Mm-hmm.
Is that
Roast-
really what it is?
Yeah.
Roast beast. Yeah.
There was that place downtown that used to always have the weekly happy hour roast beast, and they had like a goat on a spigot, and it's all night was goat tacos. And they had like a lamb, they had a cow once, they had
Was
all
that
kinds.
sign of the beef carver?
No. That was Michael Simon's place, roast, down in Book Cadillac building.
All right,
So he's
this-
going for the punty, which is going to hold the piece. And he's got it right on the bottom of that rock / water.
Cold metal right on this turtle's neck.
Give it to me.
Could you
It
lift up a
didn't
little?
work because it's 100
It's
degrees in
sinking,
here.
So pull that up. Keep going, keep going. Yank it, work it.
So that punty
Beautiful.
was
Give it
literally
to
going
me.
right inside the stomach of that poor little turtle.
Yeah.
But it's looking good.
Thank you. Thank
I
you so
love it when
much.
they're punted up, and like mine, the one I just made had a little bit of an aerodynamic look to it. It was like it was launching.
Yeah, that's when I went for the extra swoosh. Oh, you're talking about yours?
Yeah, but I'm saying
Oh.
when you just punted yours up, it was on an angle. So it looks like it's riding across the top of the punty. Gives it life.
Yeah, I went for the.
That's the one thing about sculpting creatures is that you need to be not too symmetrical. You got to be a little more organic, as Nolan Young would say.
Right.
We want to give another shout out to Lexie. I know a lot of you guys are saying thank you in the chat right now, but thank you to answering all of our questions tonight, educating us on sea turtles. We super appreciate you being here and helping out with that, because let me tell you, we wouldn't be able to answer those questions for sure.
Yeah, you're a champion, Lexie. A champion on the keyboard, a champion with turtle information.
Thank you for answering our questions.
I know that she gave you guys her email in the chat if you ever have another sea turtle question. And then you guys can also check out their website. Those links are in the chat as well.
We will also hang on to this turtle before we ship it, so Lexie know that we'll hang on to it until next Tuesday. I'll take some photos of it. We'll post them on our Facebook page. You can follow
Hold it
us
up for a
there.
sec, just not too hot.
Lexie can post the same.
All
We'll
right.
show you next week, so come back to the show. It's 6 o'clock Eastern time every week on YouTube and Facebook.
Lexie, I've got a question for you. This is Chris.
Oh boy.
Just so you know. What? I'm just sitting here thinking about questions. And this particular one is this true or false? Because I kind of remember hearing it. But do the street lamps off of the ocean, off the main road and hotels on the shore of the ocean attract sea turtles because they think that it's the moon, because they usually come up on shore to lay their baby eggs, and a lot of places, I think I remember hearing, they make them turn those lights off a certain time of year when the sea turtles are when
100%. Or they paint the
what is it
backside.
called? What are they doing? They're not molting.
When they face the ocean, they paint that backside black,
Yeah.
so they don't think it's the full moon, and they come up to lay their eggs.
I remember seeing some tended egg nests on the beach down in Florida when we would go down to Fort Lauderdale, where Michelle's parents lived down there. They would be on the beach, and it was a big deal, man. Squad cars would be coming, and they'd rope the whole place off. Helicopters, and they'd save the baby turtles. It was nice.
That is good.
Yeah, I've never seen them hatching except for on TV.
We're going to birth life into this turtle here by putting a head and eye sockets onto its body.
All right, there's still time to enter the contest. If you are watching this video after the live feed, doesn't matter. Today is July 15th. You have 1 week to enter this contest. Next Tuesday, Donna comes in the office. She scoops up everyone who answered the question, puts them in this cool program called Spin the Wheel, and spins it, and one lucky person will win this. No strings attached. Enter to win at enews@glassacademy.com.
It's kind of crazy that there was only one item from this historical collaboration of a show that was actually available for purchase tonight, and it was a members item. So that's a pretty exclusive members perk right there for you all. These pieces were made in-house, everything's made in-house, but they were made in the previous weeks leading up to this show. Only one piece made on the show that will be signed, show number 327, was made available to you all to purchase and reminisce and have a piece of this collaboration forever. And that was the members item in the very beginning.
To answer Chris's question about lighting,
Sweet.
Lexie says we actually have an entire team dedicated just to lighting, and we retrofit properties with turtle-friendly lighting, which is amber or red LED lights, because of that.
Nice. That's great. Thank you very much, Lexi. That's super cool.
Carrie says all stuff I'm sure most people watching never even thought about. Very cool.
Hey, anybody who's local, we are going to be bringing our mobile unit out to the Ann Arbor Art Festival this week, and we're going to be doing glass blowing demonstrations on the street in Ann Arbor, Michigan.
On the street.
So if you guys are
Under
local,
the big tent by the RVs and the food trucks, you can dig in your food, pull up a chair, and watch us dance on stage with live glass blowing.
and if you guys aren't local, if you're brand new to the show, we do this every Tuesday night, so join us next week. We're going to be having a wine glass theme show in tandem with our upcoming wine tasting event here in-house. And also, all this is going to become metallic after this next heat. If you guys like drinkware, this is the place to be. Wine glasses. We're going to have a gin glass tasting event here coming up soon. We do mugs all the time. We make all sorts of drinkware. And then we experiment and have fun with incredible metallic creatures like this.
Very
So
fun.
this one's going to be going to someone's house for free as a thank you to you all for supporting what we do.
All right, Roland is our video editor, and he says when we knock it off the pipe, don't talk. All right, ready,
Quiet
Roland?
on
This
set.
is for you. He needs to put like a thunderbolt sound on it or something.
Just a random sound every time we hit the pipe.
Yeah,
Just
different sound each
something
time.
Like a duck quacking.
Yeah,
or-
right? All right, Oliver's heating it up, so he's going to stamp it on its belly.
Shouts
Again,
out to
that's
Drew
our
Hine
signature.
from Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh. What?
Suggested our brand new claw material here. It's a much higher
Oh.
temperature, lasts much longer. It's a really beautiful upgrade to the shop.
Because it's still super hot. This time I'm going to go in front of them and really get in on what this looks like on the inside. In fact, I'll open the door. Look at that. There's all our goods
That's
for
a
the
full
day.
box right there.
I'll let Jake shut
Shutting
it.
it down. We even have some gnomes in there. We had over customer appreciation. Some people were buying our Christmas tree-hatted gnomes from the website.
Very cool. All right, we're going to close down the show with everyone. I will do one final call.
I'll grab the
because-
camera if you want to shut it down, Mom.
Yeah, I love this. What?
Incredible show, folks. What a great time. Lexie, we really appreciate your support.
Yeah, Lexie, thank you. We could not have done this without you. We appreciate that you reached out to us. It was a great partnership. I love what we did here tonight, and thank you so much. I've learned a ton, and I'm super excited about that because that feels really nice.
Heck yeah.
So we will ship that turtle out. We'll have it on the show next week, you guys. So please come back next week, 6 o'clock, here on Facebook and YouTube. You can put us on YouTube and then be texting on Facebook. It's the best way to enjoy the show. It's like talking to your TV. It's so fun.
And who gets to see the turtle before everybody else?
The members.
The Loyalty League members on the Anila reveal on Thursday, guys, and it's only a limited time you can get in on being a member in the Loyalty League. But keep your eyes peeled for when that opportunity arises and sign up, because then you get the hot picks.
Hot picks, baby.
All right, you guys, have a great night. Thanks for watching the show, and we will see you next week. There are some closing credits, so you can check out some more information. Have a great night.
Good night.